How valuable is it having experienced advisors involved in a transaction like this?
I think not having an advisor, I'll start that way, is a recipe for disaster, to be honest. And, you have to have counsel on both sides, and you have to have objective people who have experience. And you can ask friends and you can ask your mum or your dog and, your budgerigar, and you're going to get degrees of bias on even on advisors, at the end
There's
of the day,
bias everywhere. Yeah. Yeah.
there's a transaction and everyone's trying to, get their bit. And that's like, you just accept that.
Yeah.
But the reality is you want to work with trusted advisors. And I go back to the house analogy. You know, if you've bought houses and rented houses, when you try and negotiate with the owner of a house, it is an absolute disaster because it's not objective, it's really subjective. And when you're selling a business, the value of your business is worth the value that someone decides to pay it. And an accountant and a lawyer will give you a very different valuation to a founder's valuation. Oh, but we've done this for so long. And I've had so many of these conversations. What's your walkaway price? Often a lot higher than an accountant on a spreadsheet that says 3x, 5x, 7x off a multiple of EBITDA on a blend of the last 3 years. Yeah, but look where we're going. Yeah, okay. Look where you've come from. Why am I going to pay an upside? And the advisors, I think, can have that advisor to advisor conversation, like lawyers to lawyers, reach the pragmatic solution. And we very quickly internally had that structure. I was on that sort of more the negotiation team with Darren, the CFO, with our advisors, our lawyers, and I brought in different advisors as well, people that I knew and trusted who had a slightly different background. And it meant that people like Jess could continue the 0 to 100 day conversations, talking about integration, talking about systems, et cetera, whilst, you know, the rest of us are having hairy ass sort of conversations that are getting quite fraught and quite emotional. And I think you need to, also, even if you're in that team, and I've built my career, the last God knows how many years in this way of asking people who you respect, who are different to you. I'm fast and I will negotiate hard and I don't really care if I lose. Of course I do, but I'm a bit fearless. I'm a bit stupid. So I surround myself with people who, like Darren, who are so cautious because he's a finance person and Jess sits in the middle. And I think that ability to surround yourself with different, but listen to them and ask their advice and go, am I going too hard here? Is this, is this, am I just driving a deal for the sake of the deal here? Read this. And I am forever passing my emails to different people to go, yeah, you can't send that. Even my posts, like strings, do not post that. No, you can't do that. And I think that's in when you're doing these deals, it might be about money and work and capability. It's not, it's about people. It's just about people. You have to work with these people. You're not buying a house that they're moving out of. You are buying these people. And if they feel disrespected, if they feel broken, if they feel that you've, just been too aggressive and not treated them as people, how are you going to work with them day one?